Hey, I'm Ty, and I'm from 60 Card Bricks. Last weekend, I went to the Richmond Regional with our locals, and I got fourth place with a record of 8-1 after 9 rounds of Swiss. It was a 342 people event, and I only lost to Trap Tricks in round 6, playing Lunalight Orcust, blinding second. Uh, so first of all, shout outs to Thomas Nguyen. I basically net deck his list 100%. And he was going to YCS Niagara Falls. He made day 2, but bubbled out after that. But anyway, shout outs to him for letting me know his list. And yeah, let's get to the deck profile. So to start off with the Lunalight parts, we play 3 Chick, 3 Tiger, 2 Martin, and 1 Bird, and I guess honorary Lunalight cards, Zephyros. So 3 Chicks, 3 Tigers, definitely mandatory. It's the combo. And then 2 Martin, you need 2 because in some combo you will banish one of them and you need the second one to play in the third turn. 1 Emerald Bird because it's really good going first to extend to the Orcust combo after you make Nyala and Azathoth because you get a +1 from the effect of Nyala. And finally, 1 Zephyros to search off Force Trick to just extend your combo. For the Orcust part, I just play the bare bone of 2 Nightmare, 1 Harp Horror, and 1 Symbol Skeleton. I didn't play War 1, nor I played Gizmek Orochi. Because this is a going second list and I'm trying to OTK, so I don't really need those cards as bricks in my hand to OTK the opponents. Next, for the danger part, I played 3 Mothman, 2 Nessies, and 2 Jackalopes. I didn't play Tsushinoko because it's not a level 4. It cannot get me to a level 4. And level 4 in this deck is very important in breaking boards going second because you make Tiger King or you make Azathoth, and after that you OTK them. So this is the best dangers to draw or to special with Jackalope because it's a level 4. And of course the discard for effect is very good in this deck with like Martin to search the trap to continue on with your combo, or discarding Emerald Bird to have a +1 in materials. And then these 2 just for more consistency, and if they get discarded, I can always get to a Mothman in the end. And then for my final 2 monster of the deck, I play 2 Pankratops because this is a going second list, and this card is great against combo deck or control decks. A big body, it's just really good going second, of course. Moving on to the spells, the essential for the Lunalights, 3 Tanky, 3 Perfume, and 3 Goods. Maximize out the number of ways to get 2 Tiger Chick combo, this, and this. Never side any of this out, even if you're going first or second. It's very important to keep the consistency of the deck. And of course, Foolish Barrel Goods is also used to set the trap. Next, I main deck 3 Cosmic Cyclones. After seeing the list of the YCS winner playing Hatrinates, I might be playing that instead. But the same reasoning with Cosmic Cyclone and Hatrinate is that you can get over the Orcust Crescendo. And sometimes baiting out that card is all you need to in order to OTK with the spicy tech that I was playing. So this is infinitely better in this meta comparing to Twin Twister in the main deck. Next to one of is Foolish Burial, and the best card of my deck the whole weekend or the whole Sunday, Double or Nothing. I OTK'd like once a match, for sure, once a match, and I think like more than 11 or 10 or 12 times with this card alone. So it's and I only draw this once. And that time I drew it was against Hampton, which was one of my locals player who I went with, and it didn't matter. But this card was very loyal. I didn't draw it at all. And then for the traps, play 3 impermanents, 1 reincarnation dance, and 1 crescendo. This and this is self-explanatory because I'm playing Lunalights and Orcust. But at the start of the morning of Sunday, these were 2 Allure of Darkness instead. But then basically I asked Thomas about the list, and then he changed it to 3 impermanents because it's good going drawing in your first 5 cards. So it's good drawing as your 6th card. You know, getting over Winda, getting over like Inspector Border is really good, and it's good in if you're playing all-out combos in the first game. If you draw it, then you can lessen their combo somewhat, or even stop them at the critical time and then just OTK them. So yeah, that was the main deck, 42 cards. Moving on to the extra deck. I played Mermaid, Cerberus, and Phoenix for my nightmares. I used to play Unicorn as well, but I had to cut space for the Double or Nothing package, the Utopia package. For the Orcust part, we have Galatea, 1 Longersu, and 1 Dingersu. Again, I would play 2 Galatea if I can, but the deck space, the extra deck space doesn't allow it. And with these 3, you can open the full combo going first anyway. And playing 1 Longersu instead of 2 Galatea is better going second because of you can go second and you can send 2 of their monsters with Longersu sending 1 of their link monsters, and then you overlay Dingersu on top, send another one, which is really good. And then the final link is Borosword Dragon. Of course, you're playing a go second OTK deck. For the rank 4s, I have a lot of them. Force Tricks to search Zephyros, and this is like mandatory in going first build, but in going second build it's also really good because like in some games you can just make them have to negate this. You can just summon this and then have them negate it, because if not, then you have a way to overextend by a lot and then kill them easier, so they have to negate it. Next is the 2 rank 4s that I would make going first if I'm forced to. Dweller and Tornado Dragon. I always blind make Dweller if I'm forced to go first, losing the die roll, because all those decks going second in OTK, they all need their graveyard. So Dweller is just game against them, and always summon it in defense. Because my opponent round 1, I play a mirror match round 1, and then I forced him to go first. I'm winning the die roll. He made full Orcust and Dweller in attack position. And then in my turn, I just get over the Crescendo, and then I have 2 level 4s, and then I made Utopia attack over his Dweller. And that was 83 damage, and he couldn't do anything about it. So always makes this in defense. And yeah, Tornado Dragon is good going second as well as a rank 4, force out, spawn traps, and going first, if I can extend to 2 rank 4s. Next we have Tiger King, also good going second because like against Orcust, if you don't open Tenki, this is a better rank 4 to go into instead of Azathoth, because you can set a Tenki, and if they don't negate the on-summon effect with Crescendo, then you can just detach, and then if they negate then you already have the Tenki set ready to go for more stuff. But if they don't negate, then Dingersu effects will be negated, and then after that you can just go battle phase, attack over the Galatea, and the counter trap is dead. And then the 2 rank 4 package that won me every single game this weekend. Nyala with Azathoth. Going first, I make this every single time because of Nibiru, of course. And then Nyala is really good for extending because it's sending the material to the graveyard for effects. So it triggers both Martin and Emerald Bird. And then the OTK combo with Double and Utopia won me so many games this weekend. That's the extra deck. And then in the side deck, for going first, I sided in the Curious Griffin combo with 2 counter traps of Summon Limit and Imperial Order. I didn't resolve this at all. I didn't resolve the Curious Griffin combo once in all 9 rounds. Partially because like I always choose second, I guess, or they choose to go first. I did sided them in though, but I never resolved them. Also because like if I'm going first, I always will go for Azathoth. And then after Azathoth, it's not usually, your hand must be really nice for going Azathoth first into Orcust and still have enough to go into Curious Griffin to self-run. So, fun fact though, I hard draw this against Cyber Orcust, I think round 6 or 7, game 3, and then this won me the game. Hard drawing this, by the way. And then for going second, more cards going second, 3 Lancia, the best side deck cards in the format, in my opinion. Shuts down Orcust, shuts down Lunalights, like all the Orcust variants just get destroyed by Lancia, and the card is insanely good. For more Orcust stuff, 3 Super Poly and 1 Starving Venom. This used to be 3 Nibiru, but again, I asked Thomas at the day of the event, and he said that he changed from Nibiru to this package because not a lot of people, were playing control decks or decks that can play through, or simply doesn't care about Nibiru. And this card draws going second is much better than drawing Nibiru going second, and you can't use it. Yeah, so this card is really good. The Super Polynesian package is really good. And then 2 Twin Twister and 2 Red Reboot for trap decks, True Draco, Ultra Guys. I sack a guy round 9, drawing 2 of this and 1 Red Reboot, and OTK'd him. So, yeah. One thing about the deck that I wanted to play but didn't have a slot and decided to not play at the end is the Mega Fleet Dragon. It used to be in my side deck, but then I took it out because, first of all, slots for the Super Polynesian package, and second of all, I played 1 Cyber Orcust the entire event, and then he play around the Mega Fleet game 1 by just using the Infinity to attach the to absorb the Dingirsu from the extra monster zone. So the Mega Fleet play was not live, so I was happy I didn't play it. Alright, and now I'm just going to talk briefly about what I played all 9 rounds. So round number 1, I played against the Mirror Match, as I said. I won the die, I made him go first, and I won the match 2-0. Round 2, I played against Lair of Darkness Control. It was really weird, like the dude was playing like Ballista Squad and everything. I lost the die roll, I was made to go first, and then I just won 2-0. Round number 3, I played against Crusadia God Dragon rank 4 version. I won the die roll. I made him go first. He opened Azathoth, which I'm pretty sure he was really happy as his combo was going to go through, but I drew an impermanence. So I impermanence on his Spatha, and then turn 2, I just OTK'd him. And then the second game, he set a monster and passed. So, yeah. Round 4, I played against going second Orcust. I lost the die roll. I was forced to go first. I made Dweller with 4 Orcust. He scooped, and then game 2, game 2 he chose to go first, but I Lancia'd him and OTK'd him. Round 5, I was at table 1 versus Hampton, as I was saying. Hampton Puckett, one of the guys I was writing down with. We were at table 1, and I knew what he was playing. He knew what I was playing, and it was going to come down into a die roll matchup. We rolled the die four times, 3 consecutive ties, and then in the 4th time, I won the roll. I went first, made Dweller for Orcust, he scooped, and then game 2, he went first, but he drew 2 Call by the Grave and 3 Lancias, which stopped me for a turn, but it didn't matter because I had enough Lunalight cards to OTK him afterwards, so 2-0. And then round 6, I played against the only loss of the day, Trap Tricks. I made him go first, of course. I won the roll. Game 1, he opened Redoer with 4 trap holes. I am not going to play through that. Game 2, I opened Reboot. He didn't open Judgment. I Utopia over his Sarah for 9,200 damage. And then game 3, he opened double Judgment, double trap hole. So, yeah. Round 7, Cyber Orcust. Won the die roll, made him go first. Game 1, he opened Core Dupe. Core Dupe, yeah, I'm not breaking that. Game 2, I made him go first again. He didn't open anything. I full Orcust comboed, OTK'd him Moral Sword. And then game 3 is the game where I hard drew. He made me go first. I sat it in Curious Griffin, but my hand was like 2 dangers and like crescendo. My hand was bad. So I draw into the summon limit with my second danger proc, second danger draw. Went full Orcust, but then he Nibiru'd me. So then I only ended with like Galatea set, Nibiru token, and a symbol skeleton, which he, on his turn, he goes Cyber Dragon Chibute over the Nibiru, and then contact fuse with my Galatea and symbol skeleton for Fortress. And then I flip summon limit because he has summoned twice this turn. And then that game just went on for like 15, 16 turns without us being able to do anything. Basically, he had Galatea counter trap. I had Galatea counter trap, but then I top deck. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to use counter trap at all, basically, the whole game. I top deck Foolish Burial, which was amazing because I sent Zephyros. Zephyros bounced my own summon limit. I normal level 4, made Utopia, and then I had counter trap for his counter trap, so that was game. Round 8 against another Pure Orcust. This game, the man just bricked twice. I got Nibiru the second game, but it didn't matter as I OTK'd him. And then final round 9, True Draco. I asked him before the deck presentation, is he having an extra deck? He said no, so I was like, if I win the die roll, I'm going first. I won the die roll, I went first. I made full Orcust with Dweller Tornado. He couldn't get through that. And then after siding for round 2, we got deck check. It was like, all right. And then I don't know if it was because of the deck check or not, but after we shuffle, do it again, he went first. I drew 2 Twister and 1 Red Reboot. His field was also amazing because he sat it in and he played Dimensional Fissure, an Anti-Spell Fragrance, and a Solemn Judgment. So he Dimensional Fissure and then he flipped Anti-Spell in the standby phase. I chained Twin Twister, he chained Judgment, I chained Reboot, and then I had just enough for the Orcust combo for 52 damage, and that was game. So yeah, that was my tournament experience. Shout outs to Thomas, shout outs to everybody who's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In Vietnam. Shout outs to Carlos for recording this and giving me my 3rd Ultra Chick, else I would have to play it with 2 Ultra Chick and 1 Common Chick, and that's not good. So yeah, thanks guys.